One of the worst ways to be blind is to be spiritually blind. Jesus was at a dinner at a fellow named Levi's house, and Levi, being a tax collector, he had a lot of friends, and they were not necessarily the kind of people that were in good sorts with the religious leaders of the day. Well, once Levi met Jesus, he wanted his friends to meet Jesus as well. So he invited them over for a dinner, and he invited Jesus, and Jesus came. And it says in Mark chapter 2 and verse 16, when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with publicans and sinners, they said unto his disciples, how is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners? And when Jesus heard it, he saith unto them, they that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Now, when you first hear Jesus' response, it seems like the Pharisees and the scribes, maybe they're okay. In other words, you guys are okay, you're not sick. I came to call these sick people. But you see, that's not it at all. It's actually an indictment against them. What he's saying is you're all sick, and Jesus is the doctor, and he's the only cure. The difference is these sinners recognize the fact that they need help. And the self-righteous, religious hypocrites, the Pharisees and the scribes, they can't see their great need. You know, here we are 2,000 years later, and we have exactly the same situation. There are so many who view themselves as righteous by whatever standard they use. We have this new religion of secularism. We've got the old religions of works-based righteousness, all kinds of different ones. They go by different names, but they're all the same. As long as you do the right things, then you'll be okay. But you see, that will never, ever get someone to heaven. The only thing that's going to get someone to heaven is faith in Jesus Christ. We're all sick. We all need the doctor, and he's the doctor. The Bible tells us in Romans chapter 4 and verse 5, but to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. You see, when the ungodly person recognizes the fact that they are estranged from God, that they have a disease, a sickness of the soul called sin, and that there is only one cure. Well, that's the good news. There is a cure, but there's only one cure, and his name is Jesus. He came to cure us. He came to seek and to save that which was lost. And so what the great contrast that we see is in Jesus' day, the religious leaders, they didn't think they needed any help. The normal, average, everyday people, and the people that they deemed to be sinners, many of them, not all, but many of them recognized that they did need help. And they flocked to Jesus. Which one did he justify? Well, it's apparent, and he says it over and over and over again. Jesus justifies the one who comes to him in faith. The one who trusts in him is the one that he justifies. So I just want to encourage you this morning. I hope that you know the forgiveness and the justification of coming to faith in Jesus Christ. And I hope that as long as you follow him, you never forget that offer of the healing of the physician for the disease of sin, it always goes out. That's why he came, and that's why he sends us to take that gospel message. It's the sick who need a physician. We need to get that message to the sick. And when we do, well, all of us need to realize we all need the cure. God bless you. Have a great day.